Hey guys, Jason here with another episode of Every Corner Track Review, and today we're doing Clean Out My Closet, the Eminem cover by hip hop artist Angel Haze. This track was released on her sixth mixtape entitled Classick, which was released on October 25th of 2012. A little bit of background information in case you have not seen my Reservations EP review with Angel. She was born in 1991 in Detroit, Michigan, to a military family of African American, Native American descent, rather. She was raised under the greater apostolic faith, in which she likened to a cult a lot. She said that she wasn't allowed to speak to anyone, wasn't allowed to really wear jewelry, listen to music, eat certain things, date certain people. She pretty much wasn't allowed to do anything. That's a direct quote from The Guardian, kind of paraphrased there a little bit. After a pastor threatened Angel Hayes' mother, her family, they left the church that they were in and moved to Brooklyn, New York, when she was 15 years old. This is when she wanted to pursue a hip hop career, so she changed her name to the stage name Angel Haze, a combination of both her middle name and a porn star, Jenna Hayes, as well. In a recent interview, I'd say about a year and a half ago now, Angel talked about her musical influences, basically saying that she didn't go directly into hip hop. I found this completely interesting when I when I first did this Reservations EP review. She had a very eclectic kind of style. She listened to the White Stripes, My Chemical Romance, rock and roll type of shit is what she said in the interview. Some of her other influences that I was able to find on the internet was Jason Mraz, Train, New Radicals, Matchbox 20, Metallica, Green Day, Top Loader, Christina Aguilera, and a lot of Eminem as well. And this is kind of why she's kind of giving homage to Eminem with this track review here and with this track. A little bit of background information on her career in case you are not familiar. Angel was featured on Dizzy Wright's Smokeout Conversations, a remix track, Can't Trust 'Em. She also did a cover, like I said, of Eminem's 2002 song, Cleaning Out My Closet. In January 2013, Angel released a pair of diss tracks aimed at Azealia Banks, another fellow artist, and they kind of contrast in styles, whatnot. Those two tracks are On the Edge and Shut the Fuck Up. Angel's debut LP entitled Dirty Gold was actually released late last year, so December 30th of last year through Island and Republic Records. And finally, Angel has been compared to Eminem a lot in the past because they both have emotionally charged, very honest, very harsh, very free-flowing, almost ranting, rapping style to them. Now Angel can bring that comparison to real life, I think, because of this version of Eminem's Clean Out My Closet that she's doing here, and this version, this is the original version, of course, off his 2002 album, The Eminem Show. A little bit of background information on the tracks. Obviously, the original version, Eminem focuses on his dysfunctional family, troubled childhood, blaming a lot on his mother, Debbie Mathers, as we see, and his father as well. His father was really non-existent throughout his childhood, as we all know by now, if you're a fan of Eminem. And actually found that interesting on the Marshall Mathers LP2, that album that came out in the middle of last year, I would say, around that time. He actually did a song dedicated to his mother. His mother was having health issues, and the song's name is Headlights, and he's basically saying, he regrets recording this album, recording the song rather, and kind of blaming it on her, and apologizes and everything. It's very, very interesting, kind of brings that full circle there. Like the original version, Angel really focused on her childhood. That's her spin to this. Only slightly changing the lyrical topic as well, to a time where she felt she was robbed, obviously, of her sexual innocence as a child. Let's get right into this track with that then. This track, Cleaning Out My Closet, the Angel Haze cover, right from the start, the graphic nature of the lyrics are delivered in a way that are very direct, very simple. As Angel takes the listener through a painful journey of being raped at the age of 7 and many millions of times after that, is what she says in the song. The track opens up with Angel at the age of 10 describing her angry mental state in which she had dreamt that she wishes she could fly and just beat the Lord, go up to heaven, beat the Lord for kind of causing her the pain that she's going through at this time. And as at that time, that goes back to the age of 7. To the beginning, as she says, all along describing really her first time as being violated, as being weird, mentioning that she did want to tell someone about this incident, did want to tell, didn't want this to go on, but she felt that nobody would believe her. She feared that nobody believed her, and that's definitely emphasized there. That's where she definitely gets very emotional, and really seeing that no one would believe her, no reason to tell. That she just put up with the pain. After a while, she just grew increasingly angry. And if you were able to see a couple live videos of her on the internet, she gets very, very emotional during this point in time. You know, because now this person that has been violating her has his friends involved, and they're getting very particular. One of the strongest moments on the first half of this track for me is when she describes herself, unfortunately bleeding after being sodomized. Um, Basically suggesting a listener let that feeling ring through your guts and just trying to get that emotion out there. It's definitely something that comes through very, very interesting here. The second half of the track uses again simple lyrics that she kind of has with the song to rely the emotional effects this time that it had on her. The emotional and physical a little bit of the incidents had on her. Um, this is the first time throughout the track she admits that she's fearful, as this person has just take advantage of her. She references having to, do things that she obviously does not want to do, and as her attacker becomes choosy, um, as well as this half of the track reveals a lot of rage and self hatred she had for herself, questioning herself. Why is she living there? Why is she living there? There was a point in my life where I didn't like who I was. She raps. So I created the other people that I would try to become. She's trying to imagine herself, trying to get to her happy place, trying to get out of the situation. Very interesting there. Really, then she details her mental path. Kind of, obviously, as I said before, she was envisioning herself going up and beating the Lord. She also had thoughts of suicide, of homicidal thoughts. Beating up these guys and just blaming everything on her. And this is again when she gets very, very aggressive, when she's live, and she just details everything she wants to do to these men. This is just is another example of her anger. Very, very interesting here as well. Let me pull up my thing here. And this is very, very interesting. This is also where she begins to question her relationships with people and question her body image, and kind of does not feel confident anymore, both physically and mentally, obviously, and very, very interesting there. To close out this track here, obviously, my thoughts. Angel is a strong individual. She should definitely be applauded for coming and telling her story like she's done on this track. Obviously, it's not an easy thing to do. A lot of people, a lot of victims of this incident are unfortunately, very afraid to speak out, or seeking revenge or whatnot. But I believe this track, if people do listen to it, if victims do listen to it, if anybody listens to it, people will be inspired to tell their stories, will not be afraid to come out, because they know that someone else has been through this, obviously. But I also do believe that this track will inspire people, inspire to victims, inspire to anyone really. If you listen to this, I'm inspired by this to become a stronger person than they were before, and just try to live your life better. I find that very interesting here. Another thing I do want to mention, I'm not necessarily looking at the different parts of this song as like I normally would on a track review. The only thing that really stood out to me is Angel's wordplay on this track. She uses wordplay very well to describe every moment. If you listen to her Reservations EP, especially in the tracks Wicked Moon and Castle on a Cloud, and her Dirty Gold mixtape, you will see that she does use wordplay really well. On the Reservations EP, I reviewed that. If you're interested, I'll put the link below. She does mention this incident, but not in greater detail. I think this is what separates this version, Cleaning Up My Closet, between the Eminem version, obviously. Like I said, she uses a lot of wordplay to enhance her emotions, and she just in this track event, especially, there's a lot of fear and anger captured in every lyric that I think will translate, will hopefully inspire people, if anybody has been affected like this, to come out, tell their story, not be afraid. It's a horrible, horrible incident when this happens to anyone, no matter what the age is, no matter what's happening. Yeah, it's definitely very, very interesting. And definitely check on Angel if you're interested. Yeah, that's basically all I want to say. If you're interested in my Reservations EP, like I said, I will put the link below. I also put the link to this track below. If you're a fan of Eminem, I think you would definitely like this. Angel, if you're a fan of Angel, if you like her Dirty Gold LP, I think you'll definitely like this as well. So that's it for my track review. I'm not even gonna give it a review. I think it stands for itself. It's very positive. It's got a strong meaning for itself, a strong backbone to stand upon. That's it for this review, guys. Thank you for watching this episode. I'm recording track review. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Please like it if you gave the song a listen. What do you guys think? Do you think? I mean, really not much to think about. It's just this song again stands for itself, and I think it's very, very powerful and will affect a lot of people and a lot of people here. All right, guys. Thank you again. Have a nice day. Bye bye.